All right. Hey, you guys. What's up? What's cracking? What's poppin'? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you for tuning in and watching. I don't know why I say tuning in because that sounds ugly. I haven't eaten lunch yet. But today, I'm going to talk to you guys about some tea. Okay. So, for y'all that know, I've been a TPG, Twin Peaks girl, for 2 years. So, I worked at 2 locations. I'm not going to say the locations. If you know, you know. If you're a TPG and I worked with you, like, what's up? But yeah, I'm going to give the real tea, the real shade, and the real that I shouldn't give. So, with that being said, let's go. I feel like I should like slide the clip when I said that. But okay, anyway. All right. So let's start with why I wanted to work there. First off, if you know me, I'm from a small town. I've never heard of Twin Peaks before. Like, before moving out, I've never heard of it. I've heard of Hooters, which I work for too, but I never heard of it. So I was actually on my way, to an interview for Sephora. And no, I was on my way back. And from where I was living at, the Sephora location was about an hour 15 minutes away. Like, it was a distance. And so my ex at the time, before I was like pregnant, before any of this. So we actually were on our way back, and I saw a Twin Peaks sign. And I was like, hey, like, just stop in here really quick. Like, I'm just going to go hop out and fill out an application. And he was like, all right, cool. So I jumped out. I went inside, filled out an application. The lady was like, oh, do you have, like, shorts? Because, you know, whenever you go, you have to take your pictures and you have to be in shorts. And I was like, I don't have any shorts on me. And I lived 30 minutes away from that location. You know, like, between 25 minutes away from that location. And I was like, no, I don't. And she's like, well, our GM's going to be here later anyway, and you can interview with him, so why don't you just, like, you know, come back later on? And I was like, all right, cool. So I went back to the apartment, and it came later on. I was like, hey, you know, like, are you going to go with me back to my interview? And Kel was like, no, I'm watching football. Like, what? I was like, skirt, whatever. So I took my little booty shorts, I took my pictures. I got hired that day. I had orientation like a week later. So yeah, whenever you do your interview, you know, they take your pictures. Guidelines, real quick. Whenever they take your pictures, those same exact pictures that they hired you looking like, those pictures can be used against you in the court of law. No. But those pictures will be used against you. Like, say whenever I was hired at the time, I had like black hair, and say I dyed it blonde, and my manager didn't like me blonde, he could tell me like, hey, I hired you with black hair and I liked you with black hair, so like, you need to change your hair color back. But that's not always the case, because like, well, I changed my hair blonde at my first location. And before I did, no, I didn't even dye my real hair. It was a wig. Before I did that, I asked my GM, I was like, hey, can I be blonde? Because, you know, sometimes, like, they'll get mad at you. They'll take points off. Your girl not trying to get points taken off for her score. Because your girl is trying to be the first cut for the fucking day. Okay? I'm trying to take my ass home and go sleep. So I asked my manager, I was like, hey, can I be blonde? He was like, be blonde. Like, he was like, I'd like you blonde better anyway. He was like, your black hair is boring. You look basic. Actually, he said you look like a basic black girl. But if you know my first GM, you know he like jokes all day long. Like, to work there, you have to have thick skin because pretty much at all locations, all your managers are like little assholes, and y'all make jokes all the time, like racial jokes, sexist jokes. Like, you need to be used to this kind of stuff. So my manager was like, yeah, you look like a basic black girl anyway, so you might as well dye it. And I was like, all right, jerk. So I ended up dyeing it. But yeah, anyway, those pictures can be used against you, and they can be like, oh, you got fat. You need to lose some weight because I heard you looking skinny. So yeah, that's what those pictures pretty much are for. You can have tattoos when you're working there. You can't wear glasses. You're not supposed to wear glasses at all. But if your GM likes you with glasses on, he won't take your points off for the day on your score. So, like, my GM let me wear my glasses and he wouldn't take points off. But I do know some of the girls, they didn't like when they wore, but let me rephrase that. When I wore my glasses, it would be because I was working a double. And whenever I work a double, I don't really wear contacts a lot. I wear my glasses pretty much all the time. So whenever I would work a double, I used to come in with my contacts in and then like put my glasses on at the end of the night. But I would see some of the girls wear glasses and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just wear my glasses. And my GM didn't take points off because like my hair was still done, glamorous. I still had my acrylics on. I still did my full out makeup. I would even wear lipstick majority of the time whenever I wore glasses so that it would like, you know, balance. But yeah, some of the girls would come in with glasses on and try and like wear the bare minimum of makeup thinking glasses was going to cover it. Like, no, they make you take your glasses off. They look you up and down and they're like, what you got going on? Like, no. So yeah, if you don't do your makeup under your glasses or if you're not cute with glasses on, you're getting points taken off for the day. Which means your ass gonna be there till 2 a.m. Not me. So yeah. And your nails are a score too. You get a scorecard or whatever, scoreboard, whatever. You need to have your nails done. Having like having a clear coat does give you points. So if you don't have acrylics or you don't have the money or whatever, you didn't have time to get your nails done for the week, put some clear freaking nail polish on and call it a goddamn day, and you will still get more points than the girls who have absolutely nothing on their fingers. By the way, you can, all these little outfits and all this little stuff you have to buy, like lingerie dress up, Halloween costumes, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, buying new outfits, buying the boots. Y'all know y'all can like turn in all these receipts whenever it's tax time, and you can get some of that money back. Just in case you wanted to know. But yeah, I love working for TPG, being a Twin Peaks girl. It's fun. You get to do a lot of stuff. There's a lot of promo for you. You know, like, not publicity, that's a big word, but like, you get to go do like, if your boss is like you or you're a pretty hire, because sometimes, you know, not all of them are gorgeous. If you're a pretty hire, you get to do stuff like the golf tournament, you know, rodeos, working like big events, like, you get to do a booth for like tailgate, stuff like that. Like, you get to be a promo person. You get to take pictures, be on the website. You get followers off of that. Like, that shit's fun. So, I suggest being a TPG to anyone who has thick skin and is cute. Because you have to have thick skin. Because I don't even have enough fingers and toes, and neither does my kid, for me to count on how many times I've had a belligerent guest who thinks just because I'm half naked, you're about to take me home. Hell no, you're not taking me home. A guest who thinks they can disrespect you, they can get drunk, they can talk to you any type of way. No, honey, just because I'm half dressed don't mean I've got half the goddamn brains in my head. I will still come for you. Don't play with me. And a lot of times, if you tell your GM or one of your managers, they're really good with like kicking somebody out. Like our GM, I remember one time, there was a customer, and it was me and I think like 2 other girls, and he was just being an asshole to us, like talking to us like we're fucking stupid. Our manager got up and was about to fight the guy. Like, it was that's my GM. Like, you gonna take my side? You gonna stand up for me? Because I'm gonna be talking my shit from behind you. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It does have its like hard days, like that, for example, fight night, big games, whatever. It's time consuming to get ready in the mornings and stuff like that. But I honestly, it was the best job. It is the best job that I ever had. Like, it's so much fun working with all the girls. You get to do, you get like cool, like guests that'll just tip you. Like, I had a guy who would come in and drink a freaking cherry Dr. Pepper and would tip me $20 to drink a cherry Dr. Pepper. All the time. He would rarely get food. Comes in, I want a cherry Dr. Pepper. Cool. Give him cherry Dr. Pepper. Talk to him for like 15 minutes. Sit down with them. Collect my $20. I'd have regulars come visit me all the time. When I was a host and I was working at the front, I would have people tip me just for being a host and just for like going by their tables whenever it was like slow at the front of the host stand for me, and I would just sit with them, talk with them. They buy you food. Whenever you clock out at the end of the night and your like guests are still there, they'll be like, hey, come get a drink. Go put it on my tab at the bar. Cool. Like, I don't even have to go out with the girls. Like, I'm getting free drinks here. All the girls are here, which means all my BFFs are here. All the people who are going to buy me drinks are like my guests or they're regulars here. Like, it's so much fun. You can get drunk there after hours when you're clocked out. And of course, you have to be legal. But yeah, it's so much fun. Then you have a lot of guests that come in, and you do get the weird ones who try and like, oh, I'm a photographer, like, skirt, get your dirty ass away from me. But then you do get, I remember like, we would get cool people that would come in and they'd be like, oh, when you get off, like, there's a stray dog that just walked by in front of the window. But like, I would get cool people that'd be like, oh, hey, like, we live at such and such apartments, which is like an upscale, it's super upscale. And they'd be like, why don't y'all, you know, like come over and like go swim or whatever at the apartments. Like, we'll barbecue, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Like, we had a barbecue cookout we went to one time. We would get on boats and they would take us like fishing or just like take us out in the water. You would get tickets to go to games, to like big football games and stuff like that. They would take you out to eat for lunch at like restaurants you know you can't afford, because when you're in college, you can't afford this shit. You get to go to these nice restaurants, like hang out with them, go do fun stuff. Like, I literally made like a whole bunch of friends, guys. And when I first started, was I 21? I was 21 when I first started. 21, 22. When I first started working there. I'm 24 now. And like, I would get to go to like the most upscale restaurants, do the most fun stuff. These people were like 50 years old, 60 years old. One of our regulars that's like super fun. He's always lovely. He always gives us candy. If you work with me, you know who always gave us freaking candy. He's the sweetest little old man you'll ever meet in your life. That's my freaking buddy right there. Songs come on, and he'll like come up to you, like, and you'll dance with him on like country songs. Like, he's the cutest little old man you've ever met in your life. He's like 70 something years old. I love that little man. He makes my day so much better. But yeah, you end up having like lots of friends and like lots of people you talk to who are like twice, even 3 times your age. And like, it's not weird. It's not bothersome at all. Like, I don't know. Like, I met amazing people, still have amazing people from working at such a great place. So, my experience working at Twin Peaks, I will never talk down on working there. I absolutely love working there. It's so much fun. I don't care about having to travel to be at like a far location. I make great money, not good money. I make great money. And like, that's a job like I absolutely love having. So yeah, that's my experience working as a TPG. I love it. 10 out of 10 recommend it. I'm probably gonna insert some videos, clips, pictures, whatever, in like our little dress up if I can find them. I have a new phone, and new social media, so I gotta try and get a hold of that. But yeah, Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, comment, subscribe down below. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.